My name's Anthony Laredo. I'm originally from San Jose, California. Honestly, when I got here, I didn't know anything about Rockside, so I had no clue what to expect. All I knew is that I couldn't have my phone and I would be here for 8 months. So I just showed up to this place on a random day and I was like, let's do it. My favorite part of farming is probably honestly just raising the animals. It's really cool to see the process of them growing up because you're like putting all your time and effort into making sure they have food, water, making sure they're not sick, or just taking care of the animals. Honestly, it's a really like heartwarming thing to go through that process. 6 months before I came to Rockside, I had just been smoking weed and drinking all the time. I ended up hurting myself. I went back home from college. I dropped out of school. I go back to Oregon to get my stuff and I end up getting on a high-speed police chase. I get arrested that day, so that was definitely the lowest point in my life I've ever been. I was in Wairika County Jail. I went to court the day before. I was handcuffed from my feet to my ankles, supposed to get out the next day to go to Rockside, but they ended up releasing me that night. And in the middle of winter, where I had no clue where it was, and then I called my mom and I was like, I'm in the middle of this random town and it's freezing, like I don't know what to do, like I got released. It was probably like 9 at night. Craig Thompson, amazing person, by the way. He was supposed to pick me up that next morning, but it's 9 o'clock, so he's at home tucking his kids in for bed. He gets a call from my mom. And I don't know all the backstory on what my mom and Craig talked about, but Craig went out of his way to drive half hour to pick me up in the middle of the night to bring me back to Rockside, to where I started my journey of becoming a new person. What surprised me about the ranch was probably how nice people were. Like, just the whole community of Rockside is just so loving. And like, I mean, the first day I got here, it felt like I was like a part of the family, kind of. It felt like everyone was so welcoming and with open arms. And there's a lot of people these days who aren't so nice, but this little town, it's such a crazy place and a wonderful place, for sure. Is the program hard? Yeah, I would say that it's probably one of the hardest things I've done, in a good way though, because there's a lot of life lessons learned and growth and maturity that you'll do here. I mean, when I first got here, I was like, oh gosh, like I'm gonna be here for 8 months. This is gonna take forever. But you get into a pretty consistent groove when you're at Rockside, so you'll get into that rhythm of farming. So 1 week goes by and the next week goes by and the next week goes by, and then you're here for 8 months. Looking back on it, it feels like it's only been a week. But there'll definitely be some times where you're like, oh, this is gonna be the longest time of my life, but you'll get to the end and you'll feel so accomplished and it goes by quick, for sure. I mean, yeah, do I feel excited about my future plans? Oh, of course, 100%. Getting started with the barber school, the biggest thing I've been excited about in a long time. I went to get a haircut the other day and I was sitting in the barber chair talking to this guy. He's close to my age. I was talking and telling him my story, telling him how I'm restoring my life here at Rockside and how I wanted to become a barber. And he was like, oh dude, that's awesome. Like that sounds like a great story. He's like, hey, what kind of clippers are you using? And I was like, these $50 clippers that I got off of Amazon. And he was like, you know what? You can have these. Like, and he hands me a $300 pair of clippers. And I was like, what? I was like, who just gives away $300 pair of clippers? And I was like, I don't know. That was a sign for me that I was like, I don't know, like this is gonna be something that I need to pursue and something that I need to spend my time with. So it's something I'm really excited about. When he gave me those, I was like, yeah, this is my calling. It's my calling. What I would say to someone considering coming to Rockside is, like, do it. Just come, because I know I didn't think I needed it, but I got here and I was like, whoa, like this really changed my life. Like I've learned so many things and so many life lessons, and I've grown so much as a man that I think every man should experience, even if you're not going through a crisis or anything. I think everyone should go through something like Rockside, because it teaches so many life lessons and so much dedication. But yeah, if you were coming to Rockside, if you're thinking about it, looking at it online, be like, oh, I don't know, like just do it, because it'll change your life for sure.